Now let's check the final output of our application again. If I select orange, when I click the button control, notice the selected value is orange. Here we got the close button. If I select pink, I got the pink here. Close, close. If I select red, here I got the red color. Let's write the code in JavaScript how to select a drop-down value display in a pop-up. So just for the time saving, I have added the basic HTML tags and header tag in the body section. After the horizontal line, I'm adding the select element. Select ID is equals to dropdown, and here the options I'm adding. Option value is equals to value is none here. Select an option or select. Let's add the select here. Select, and I'm making disable, and after that let's close the selection value. Now I want to bind the arrays into this drop down list. Below the select element, I'm adding one button control. ID is equals to, when a user clicks this button control, I want to show pop-up window. So show pop-up, click button. Then I require to create the pop-up window, so define a class, one class for the div container, which is overlay. ID is equals to, ID also I'm adding overlay, the same thing, div. Then div class pop-up, ID also I'm adding the same pop-up. Now in this pop-up, I want to display the selected drop-down value. So here I'm adding p tag. The ID is equals to selected value. Then I'm adding one more button control to close the pop-up window. This button ID I'm adding close pop-up. Let's add the close pop-up. That's it. We have done the designing part up to now. Now we require the JavaScript functionality. After the center tag, I am adding the script element. Script. Let's define an array constant options. Here is equals to the options I am adding. Colors I am adding red, blue, the comma here, blue, green, orange, and pink. Just for the demo purpose, I am adding only 5 elements in these options. Now constant drop down is equals to, now I want to bind these arrays into this drop down. So document.get element by ID between double quotes. The element ID is string, so that's why I'm adding double quotes. Here the drop down. Copy this one and paste here the get element by ID. Then we require the pop-up also. Let's add the pop-up is equals to document dot get element by ID. Get element by ID between double quotes. I'm adding pop-up. I'm adding the pop-up. Constant overlay is equals to document dot get element by ID. This overlay, this ID I'm adding. Now why I have added this overlay div container? Because when I want to open the pop-up, when pop-up opens, I want to blur the background of the browser. Only the pop-up will display clearly, the background body will be blurred. For that I am adding overlay. Now selected value, constant selected value text. Selected value text is equals to document dot get element by id. Between double quotes I am adding this is the selected value. So in this p tag I want to display the selected drop down value. Now constant show pop-up button. Show pop-up button. Show pop-up is equals to, let's add the button here. Show pop-up button is equals to document dot get element by id between double quotes. This is a button, no? Button, click button. When I use a click this button control, I want to open the pop-up. And also we have another button to close the pop-up. So again I am defining one more constant, close pop-up button is equals to document dot get element by id. This id I am adding close pop-up. That's it. We have defined the constant variables here. Now we need to populate the drop down. Options dot for each function I'm creating the arrow function. Option, arrow function, here constant option element. I am defining one element here. Option element is equals to, now we need to create the element here. So document, I am creating a element on the document. So create element option element dot value is equals to option element dot text content is equals to option. Text content is equals to option. Now let's append this option element. Drop down dot append child option element. So why I have created the option element here? Because if you notice in the select element there is only default value select only, but I'm binding these options into this select element, and after that now we require, why we are getting this error? We need to close this one. Now let's write the, when user clicks the pop-up button control, I want to open the show pop-up button. So this is the button control element. I'm adding add event listener, click function. This one is arrow function. Let's close this one. Constant selected option, I want to get the selection option from the drop down dot value. Then if the condition, if selected option selected value text dot text content is equals to, I want to display the selected option, which is the selected element by the user, plus selected option. Here I'm adding the selected value is this is a selected value, and style I want to display. So we need to add popup dot style dot display block. So it will display. Again I want to overlay. This overlay method is blur the background color. Overlay dot style dot display is block. Now let's add the class here, blur document dot body dot class list dot add the blur. This blur will add in the CSS styles. That's it. And again we have the close-up button, pop-up button. No, let's write that one also. Close pop-up button, add event listener, click function, popup dot style dot display is equals to none. None means it will close. Overlay dot style dot display is equals to none. And the last one, document dot body dot class list dot remove blur. Once we close the pop-up window, I want to remove close the blur overlay also. That's it. We have done the JavaScript functionality. Now we require some styles. So go to top in the style. Let's add the style element first. Now first we have pop-up. I want to add pop-up. Pop-up is the class name. Here I am adding pop-up class name, display none, position. First one, page loads, I don't want to display the pop-up, so I am making none. Display position is fixed. I want to put at the center of the browser, so top 50% and left 50%, which comes at the center of the browser, and translate minus 50% and plus 50% and 50%. Padding 20 pixels. Background color, let's add the background color is white only. We'll add white, or we'll add the black color. I'm not concentrating much on styles here because I want to show the functionality. Shadow, let's have the dark shadow, 0 pixels, and 10 pixels. Shadow is around gray. Let's add the green color. We'll add green color. We'll see how it looks. Index 1. And what else we have? We have overlay ID class. Let's take the class overlay dot overlay display none, position fixed, top 0 and left 0, and what else we have? Width is 100%, height is 100%, background color, let's add the background color RGBA 0, 0.4. like we got the gray color. This gray color will display. Background filter. Now here is the most important step. Backdrop filter. Notice here I have a class called blur here. Add blur. Now let's copy that one. Blur here. Blur. 5 pixels. 5 pixels. You can adjust the pixels here according to your requirement. Index 0, and let's add the button also. No, we have the buttons. Background color is black. Background color is black, and the text color I am adding white. Border radius is 15 pixels, and the border I am adding 1 pixel. Solid. Let's add the red color. That's it. We have done the complete JavaScript functionality to get the selected drop-down value in a pop-up. So first, let's save this file to check the final output of our application. To check the final output of our application, we need to open the File Explorer. Let's open that one. The folder I have created in the E drive, and the folder name is a JavaScript interview. Let's open that one. And this is our file name, drop-down value pop-up. Let's check that one. Drop-down value pop-up. Now let's open this file. And here we got the final output of our application, selected drop-down value, display a pop-up. Here we got the drop-down value. When I click the button control, but select, here we got the red. Let's close. The button functionality is not working. Let's fix that one. The button functionality. So here, show pop-up. See here, show pop-up dot add event listener. It's not equals to dot add event listener. Now here the color is white. We need to make this pop-up color is white. That's it. That's it. We have done the complete coding part. I think it works now. That's the only thing. Now I'm reloading the browser. Now let's check the final output of our application. Now I'm selecting the drop-down value. If I select green, when I click the button control, see here we got the selected value is getting closed. If I select blue, here we got the blue. It's displaying at the bottom. We'll adjust the pop-up message transform in the middle. No, so middle minus 50. So let's save this file again. We'll check the final output again. I'm reloading the browser. Now let's check the final output of our application again. If I select orange, when I click the button control, notice the selected value is orange. Here we got the close button. If I select pink, I got the pink here. Close. Close. If I select red, here I got the red color. That's it. In this video tutorial, I have explained how to show or display the selected drop-down value in a pop-up. That's it. Thanks for watching this video tutorial. Please subscribe, share and leave your valuable comment. We'll catch you in my next video tutorial.